Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely transform how you look at roses. We're taking them from fragile garden decorations and turning them into resilient, multi-purpose botanical powerhouses. I am so excited to take you on this journey today, so let's just jump right in. To really unlock the hidden potential sitting right there in your backyard, we have to start by asking a pretty crucial question. Are you getting the most out of your roses? Because, most people think a rose's job is done the second its petals drop. But honestly, there is an entire world of utility just waiting for you to unlock it. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 5 key areas: growing your rose garden, beating the summer heat, preserving cut roses, exploring the magic of rose water, and finally, unlocking rose hip nutrition. All right, part 1, growing your rose garden. It's all about establishing a really strong foundation for your plants. Right off the bat, when you're planting, you've got a bit of a choice to make. You can go with the economical, incredibly wide selection of bare roots, or you can opt for the sheer convenience of container roses. Now, if you want access to hundreds of rare varieties, bare root is definitely your path. But you're going to have to put in a little elbow grease by soaking those dormant roots overnight. On the flip side, container roses are practically plug and play for beginners. You can easily pop them in the ground on a cloudy afternoon anytime during the growing season. Now, if you want to guarantee absolute show-stopping blooms, you must provide ample sun. 6 to 8 hours daily is the golden rule here, but you also have to keep their roots out of soggy, poorly drained conditions. It's kind of funny. Roses love water, but they absolutely hate having wet feet. So mixing generous amounts of compost right into that soil is going to be your secret weapon. Of course, dealing with bugs and diseases is just part of the game, but you really don't need to reach for harsh chemicals. We can break down some common issues and pair them with highly effective organic solutions. Got the silvery ghost of powdery mildew creeping over your buds? Hit it with baking soda and horticultural oil. Dealing with circular dark marks? Combat that black spot with a 3-in-1 organic fungicide. And if you've got tiny aphids swarming your new growth, a simple blast of water from your hose in the morning or a quick spray of neem oil will clear them right up. It's all about working with nature, not against it. Okay, moving on to section 2. Beating the summer heat. Let's talk about protecting your roses when that intense summer sun arrives. There's this really poignant quote from David Austin Roses that grounds us in reality. In a warming climate, every drop matters. Our summers are definitely changing. We're seeing longer dry spells, way more intense heat, and we absolutely need to adapt our watering with true intention. The old ways of just sort of randomly spraying the garden down, that's just not going to cut it anymore. So the secret to resilience during a massive heat wave isn't just throwing water on the plant, it's watering deeply right at the base. You want to aim for a generous 5 liters per established rose and deliver it slowly so the soil actually absorbs it. Here's a quick pro tip for you. Water in the early evening. This actually cools the roots down and prevents immediate evaporation. But please keep that water strictly off the leaves to prevent those fungal diseases we were just talking about. And to lock all that moisture in, you need mulch. It basically acts like a protective blanket. By applying a 5 to 7 centimeter layer of compost or organic matter around the base, you are dramatically slowing down evaporation. Just make sure you leave a little breathing room right around the actual stem. That prevents that musty, swampy smell of overwatered, suffocating roots. Mulching keeps the whole soil environment perfectly balanced and cool, even when the sun is just blazing. All right, let's transition from the hot garden into the cool home. Section 3, preserving cut roses. Let's maximize that vase life. The timing of your harvest literally dictates your success. If you cut in the crisp morning, say between 8 and 10 a.m., you're locking in the plant's maximum substance. The flower is fully hydrated from the night before, right? But if you wait until the afternoon, you are just setting yourself up for wilted disappointment because those stems are already exhausted and limp from midday heat stress. Master Rosarian Kitty Belendez has this down to a science. She outlines 4 meticulous steps to guarantee your vase life extends from days into weeks. First, start with ruthless sanitation. Wash your vase with a 5% bleach solution to kill any bacteria that causes premature wilting. Next, prepare the plant by watering it deeply the night before you cut. When you do make your cuts, do it at a 45-degree angle and do it completely underwater so air bubbles don't block the stem. Finally, condition and pop that bouquet into a 38-degree refrigerator overnight. That crisp chill works absolute wonders for longevity.
But what if I told you a rose's greatest gift might actually be what it can do for your body? Section 4, the magic of rose water and cellular self-care.
We're zooming way into the molecular level now to explore the soothing mist of rose water. And look, this isn't some trendy new fad. It's a holistic remedy created through steam distillation that people have been using safely and effectively since the Middle Ages. Just think about the sheer volume of its medical and cosmetic applications. It's seriously astounding. Rosewater packs incredibly powerful anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. You can spray it right on your face as a natural toner to reduce redness, puffiness, and fight signs of aging. Or, get this, clinical studies actually show it can be used as a mouthwash to soothe the severe throat and mouth pain associated with oral mucositis. It's practically medicine.
Finally, let's explore what happens when you stop deadheading, snipping off those fading blooms, and actually let a rose finish its life cycle. Section 5, Unlocking Rosehip Nutrition. It's a functional superfood.
All right, let's look at a massive number for a second. 8,412. That's 8,412 harvested hectares of Rosa canina worldwide. That is an enormous amount of land dedicated solely to cultivating rose hips. It completely proves the massive global agricultural demand for the hidden nutritional power of this plant. And the reason for that huge global demand? It all comes down to this number, 162. Every single 100-gram serving of rose hips packs 162 kilocalories of dense energy, alongside intense hydration. So it's not just a pretty flower anymore, is it? It's a formidable food source. Seriously, allowing your roses to go to seed creates a functional superfood. These little seed pods possess incredible superpowers. They are absolutely loaded with vitamin C and potent antioxidants. By incorporating rose hips into your daily routine, whether that's through teas, jams, or medicinal supplements, you're actively helping your body fight oxidative stress and repair itself right down on a cellular level. So as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a provocative thought. From the garden soil right into your skincare routine. What will your roses do for you today? Now that you actually know their true power, from surviving brutal heat waves to nourishing your very cells, you know they aren't just pretty garden decorations anymore. So how are you going to harness that power? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.